when we moved to Teams phone system, we could also save a lot of money. This is really six digits figures
Wow.
and more.
Hi, and welcome back to the Teams Insider podcast. Really great conversation this week about rolling out 200 Microsoft Teams rooms in 90 days. Amazing project. I talked to Reto Schadegg, who's the Global IT Infrastructure Manager at SCOR. Really interesting organization, and Reto shares a really great story around their rooms rollout, how they chose their devices, and also a little bit about Teams Phone and their Teams Phone rollout as well. Really hope you enjoy the show. Great conversation. Many thanks to Neat for making the introduction to Reto, and many thanks for all their support, and many thanks to Reto for taking the time. On with the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. You know, we like to get a customer perspective on the podcast, and this is a really interesting one. A 200 room Teams rooms project, global rollout, really interesting conversation, quite a fast rollout as well. I'm here with Reto Schadegg. Reto, did you want to introduce yourself and give us a little bit of background about yourself?
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I'm based in Zurich, Switzerland, working for global reinsurance. I did a Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering and Informatics. I started out as a network specialist. That was a very interesting time, learning a lot, went up the ladder, team leader, department head. Right now, I'm leading some global projects in the company. Also integration projects, some IT-related real estate projects, and it's a very busy time, as for all of us.
Awesome. And your organization is in kind of insurance, reinsurance. It's quite well, I find it quite a complicated industry.
Absolutely. So our headquarters is in Paris, but reinsurance is normally a global business. We have around 3,500 employees worldwide in 35 offices, around 30 countries. And that's also our footprint and for the video real estate, let's call it this way. And we started early on, even pre-COVID, we had many rooms. We had a renewal project in 2018. We were only with poly infrastructure, including the back end. We had also the poly-immersive rooms because our management liked it very much, and it was.
It sounds like your organization is quite video forward, like a lot of video use.
Absolutely. That was a vision from our old CEO. He invested the money. We had the money for implementing those immersive rooms. They are pretty expensive, as you know. Also, the installation as well as the run cost. But of course, 10 years ago, it was pretty new. It was all state of the art. We were very happy, and we could reduce the traveling cost, of course. What we did in 2018 was the first step in standardization. So we changed all the poly pieces which were end of life to a standard, and that gave us a lot of let's say improvements by doing that standardization already then, 2018. And then the new video project came up. So we had the rationale for it was cost reduction. That was one of the main drivers. The lifecycle management, as I said, and we wanted to simplify even more. So that's why end of 2023, we got the green light to execute that project. The only problem was our contract for the back end had a deadline. So until I got the approval from top management, we only had 3 months left until the back end contract was ending.
Nothing like a tight deadline. No, 35 countries, 200 rooms.
Actually, the plan was 6 to 9 months rollout, so we had to shortcut some pieces.
Yeah.
The good thing was we were prepared already, because when we handed in the business case, we knew exactly what we want to do. So when we got the green light, we almost could order the hardware.
Yeah.
And as I said, in 2018, the base work was done because we had all the network connections, power connections, everything behind the screen. So it was pretty easy to replace one bar to the other. So that was not a big challenge for us. So that's why we agreed within the project team to do it within 3 months.
You've done all the foundational work. And take me back to that foundational work. You were looking to simplify, to save costs. I know you did a bit of vendor assessment. How did you end up landing on Neat and Neat Bar Pro, and how did that assessment go?
So we tested all the devices. So we had from all the vendors the devices in-house. We had the technicians in-house. We discussed a lot. And I think the only way you can really have a good feeling how you end up with over 200 rooms with one vendor is to test it.
I love that diligence, because not everybody has the time or budget or impetus to do that. And I agree with you. Like, there's nothing like getting hands on if you can.
We spent a lot of money for the overall project to make the savings. So it was a good thing. And yeah, we had to wait until we had the top management decision, so we had some more time. And Neat was from the start very exciting to work with two factors: the technology they are using, so the hardware itself is really nice, state of the art, I would say, and also the support we got from the team from the start. We were not even a customer of them, and they supported us like we were. So plus some connection to top management, which Neat is a small company, so it's easier to get those connections than with other big players.
Awesome. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but you pretty much standardized on Neat Bar Pro and Neat Pad for 90% of the rooms. Is that right?
Not yet. So we went from a one vendor strategy to two vendor strategy. We had some investments in poly devices, which we are still using. The goal is now fading those out. There are a lot of changes on the real estate side. So, but the Neat Bar Pro is our main video system, and that helps in the day-to-day operations. So it's very easy for our IT support, which is our first level of support. When something goes wrong, they can really do a lot by themselves, by using Neat Pulse, by knowing what in each room is. Okay.
Yeah, the Pulse thing is interesting. Like, the OEM tooling is becoming an increasing factor in the decision of a vendor partner these days, because that can be the differentiation, as you say, in terms of ops and operational abilities remotely and savings.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So take us through that 3 months. So the management team have finally signed off. Now you've got 90 days. What did that process look like?
So we had a few challenges. Okay. Yes. So time and resources was the main challenge. Yes. So day one, or let's say day two, we had the decision. We placed the orders more or less. So it was essential that we get the drop shipping. Okay, so when you go through the normal chain with a partner in so many countries, tends to add up in lead times. Okay, because all those different processes, also our internal process, to put the PO out, etc., is not so fast. So we had to push internally. We had to push Neat with the drop shipping. And in terms of resources, we made a split between internal resources and external resources. So we have our local partners worldwide, but sometimes they said, in 4 months, we have time. No, we need you. As soon as we have the hardware, we need you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did a lot with our internal resources. We traveled a lot. during those 3 months, and the external resources. And to make things worse, we had also some real estate projects where we were moving offices, changing the offices themselves. More video rooms, less video rooms. It was just a moving target, you know. So it was not easy. And the other thing, as most of the listeners know, the large and the complex rooms, they are always a pain. And we knew that. Let's say we have 10% of the 200, which are really large and complex rooms with additional external audio devices. And this is tricky. Let's put it this way. But we achieved almost all. I think we had, at the end of the contract, 5 rooms not working. And we informed the local management, and it was not a problem. So we could do that a month later.
That is incredibly impressive in 90 days. Like that's a real tight timeline.
Absolutely, but we had to short track. So we had to delay and postpone some other projects. We had to focus 100%. I had a core team, all dedicated, moving overtime. Otherwise, that's not possible.
And is it fair to say that, like, the way technology has moved on, both in terms of Teams and the bar form factor and MTR on Android, that the deployment is quicker and easier than it was in the past? Absolutely.
No, it was in less than 5 minutes. Normally we had the systems up and running. So the mounting takes much longer than the setup itself. Absolutely. No.
Isn't it crazy? We've hit that tipping point where actually the physical stuff now is like the software it's all from the cloud. We provision the accounts, the MTR updates itself, but the actual physical elements are now the longer tail.
Absolutely. And with the new devices, like the Need Center, etc., you have more options for larger rooms. It's moving forward that fast. It's fascinating, and it's good. It's really nice. And what we did also, and I think that's the security specialists will like that, we did also network segmentation, so we could build our own network worldwide just to host those devices. So we made the segmentation that they are really in their own network, and that helps in any audit in our case.
Nice. And you mentioned that one of the aims of the project was like savings in run costs, and it sounds like you hit a pretty good saving in terms of the run costs.
Exactly. So overall, we reduced 40% the run cost by this step, and that was a huge
That's amazing.
savings.
That's a real substantial saving.
Absolutely.
And what does day-to-day operations look like for you and your team? How much of it is in-house? How much of it is partner? What's that look like?
So project-based, we use external partners, but for the support itself, we have normally the IT support taking over the normal user complaints if there is anything, and we have a level 2 team which is very small. It's 1.5 FTEs for those 200 rooms, which is taking care then of level 2 and escalation to the vendor.
Again, that's impressive. It's really interesting for me and the community to understand how people are managing ops and the headcount that takes and the effort. And again, the aspiration is to optimize and streamline that process.
Absolutely. And I think one advantage was also the quality improved. So we were on a already high level, and we could still improve a bit. That was seen by the users and very well anticipated, and they're happy now. Less problems. We still have problems with bad rooms, reflections, etc. But it's less and less, and that's technology-wise, it's amazing what kind of steps all the vendors have taken.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Neat Center camera. I think you're using Symmetry as well. How did the users adapt to dynamic layouts and multiple camera?
It was a change, but But it's interesting. I mean, at the beginning, when we had just the room view, and especially with big rooms, you know that you don't see the faces. You see the people so small, some little dots, and now it zooms in. You have the people framing, and you see what people are doing, and if they're smiling or not, and this is, I mean, if you go into a video room, especially in our context with the global landscape, you have teams all over the world. And like we are talking now, this is fantastic. If you have the people framing, you see the faces, you see the reactions, and it's more and more important on a board level as well as on a team level to see the reactions of the people. And I think that helps a lot. Was a bit a challenge at the beginning. Yes, absolutely agree.
I'm interested in the challenge, but I feel like technology has come on leaps and bounds, as you say, and I think people that live in this world who are video first, we appreciate the engagement, but it is a change of like, oh, I'm fully framed up now. I have to I'm on camera. I have to pay attention to the meeting, which is exactly the same as if you were physically together, but somehow it feels different from the kind of semi-anonymization of there's 8 people around a boardroom table. And you say you basically can't see what's going on without this technology, really.
Absolutely, especially when you have difficult topics, you need to see the reaction of the people, and that's now possible. No, people accepted it after a while. We have still some challenges, of course, but it's accepted. And I mean, during COVID, that helped a lot that people working from home enabled their camera on the laptop. So they were used to be...
It kind of resets expectations of being properly on camera. And you really feel it when you go backwards to the old style. Like suddenly you're like, oh, I don't feel nearly as engaged in this remote meeting as I was because I can't see reactions and engagement.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And beyond those 200 Teams rooms, you're a Teams shop as well, like your Teams phone, I think?
Correct.
How was going to Teams phone?
So this is another project I'm still leading. Actually, it's a long-term project, so we have a bit more time there. And this is necessary.
No, you weren't tempted for another 90 days. You're like, we did rooms in 90 days.
No, phone systems are a bit different. So our landscape was mainly Avaya worldwide. We saw Alcatel-Lucent in the game here as well. Also very expensive. And when we moved to Teams phone system, or we are still in process, we could also save a lot of money. This is really 6 digits figures and more. Because it's just the usage is not there. I mean, we have a lot of people using the phone system a lot, but almost all of the rest doesn't use it. So at least 50% of the users are not using once in a year their business phone number.
Yeah, so I see this a lot, but like we've moved to this model, particularly when you go to Teams where everything is scheduled in Outlook, therefore everything's a meeting. Even if we're doing a one-to-one, quote unquote, it's not a phone call, it's a Teams meeting, and that expands to internal of the business and external as you book meetings.
Exactly. So the phone system itself, it's like the old fax times, correct? It's not used anymore, or very, very seldom, special cases. And I think the phone system itself also will diminish over time. So this is then our next piece we have to work on to reduce further cost by those people not using their business phone number, that we don't give them any. But this will take some time. So we need the statistics, and then we will see how we. So
your initial saving is based on the traditional PBX costs going away, but you think you can further rationalise that?
Yes, because now you are in a service model, so every user has a cost. It's not high, okay, but nevertheless, you still can gain some money. I think we are now 90% done. We have some countries left where the local regulations are stopping us a bit, so we don't have good Teams cloud services. Just to mention Japan and South Korea, very difficult in those countries.
Yeah.
but we also have we try to standardize as well, but it's not possible in terms of calling plan. But we use Operator Connect, we use direct routing, so we have different strategies in different countries. And one topic which pops up in certain countries, which we need, is phone recording. So phone recording, we are obliged by local regulations to put that in place. And I tell you, not easy. Not easy to add that to the portfolio. And that was one of the major struggles we had, a part of porting numbers and getting the approvals in such countries like India, Brazil, etc. It's you need a lot of patience.
Yeah, the countries definitely. What's the challenge with recording? Is it vendor selection requirements? What's the because there's quite a few recording options for Teams.
So I can give you the example in India. So they have some limitations on Teams, and so you can have with Tata a local cloud service, but on top of it, you cannot have the phone recording because it's so special. The implementation is so special, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right. India is particularly complicated. They have that weird, like they'll provision a dedicated circuit.
Exactly. They want to have the numbers in the office, essentially. I think it's a bit easier now.
I've got someone to introduce you to offline because there's another. We did another podcast with Tom at WTW, and they've done that exact process and had the same India fun. It's either, and there's two models. There's like a direct provisioning model or a kind of semi-cloud model. It's
exactly
that's very very at the frontier of Teams Phone, definitely.
And neither of them did work in our case. So we still have our Avaya system active there just for the phone recording, just for one line, and it's not good, but we are working on it.
Oh, it's so useful to hear these little challenges because that's where we can help people and get people talking to each other about these. I really appreciate you sharing that.
Absolutely. And the other topic we always have is the receptionists, correct? So they still want to have their hard phone. So we provided them some desk phones. Sometimes understandable, sometimes, not really necessary. But so we try to not provide any desk phones, physical desk phones for
Wow,
Teams.
So global standard towards soft phone and headset then? Yeah,
but still we ended up with special cases, but very few, which is very good because the less hardware you have, the better it is. And with hoteling in the offices, it's anyway a requirement that you don't have any desk phones where you have to log in, etc. So you have everything on a laptop, and people appreciate that.
Yeah, as you say, that gives a lot of flexibility to the business in terms of one day I'm here, next day I'm there, and it all just works.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Reto, this has been an amazing conversation. Again, super impressed with that 200 rooms, 90-day project story. Amazing work with your internal org and your partners. And thanks for sharing so much, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you.